And now, introducing the new Sneaky G-Man store on SD. All you got to do, go on to SD, type in Sneaky G-Man store, and you could get your very own Are You My Malacca shirt, Samsung cell phone case, or just a cap or a beanie. Let's go Giants. Ow. Hey guys, I appreciate you wanting to enjoy the show. First, I got to give a couple shout outs. First off, I want to give a shout out to dresscomfy.com. She has the latest and greatest for Sneaky G-Man merch. So please, check it out. dresscomfy.com. Also want to give a shout out to 3 a.m. Water Hydration for the go-getters. Natural spring water. Go get it. Now let's go do the damn thing. Before we do the damn thing, I got to give a shout out to George's Trophies, aka Sergeant M replica trophies. Guys, Father's Day coming up soon. This is the perfect gift. Matter of fact, this is the perfect gift for any occasion. I mean, who wouldn't want a replica Super Bowl trophy of their team? The team that got the ultimate prize, the Lombardi Trophy. So when you get a chance, go to his Facebook page, George's Trophies, a.k.a. Sergeant M's Replica Trophies. Now, we gonna do the damn thing.
You're listening to Make It Count, the Sneaky G Podcast on Northeast Streaming Sports.
Is this thing on? Is this thing on?
It's your boy Stefan, a.k.a. Sneaky G.
Yeah. Lyrical assassin.
Let's go Giants. Ow! What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Stefan, a.k.a. Sneaky G. What's going on, everybody? I hope everybody had a great Easter. Although Easter was last week, and although if you were Orthodox, I'm Greek Orthodox. My Easter was just this past Sunday. Yes, I am Greek. Opa. Anyway, no, you do not have to hide your plates. Okay, I'm just gonna say that right now. Okay, we got a couple things we need to talk about. Okay, first off, volunteer training camps started off on Monday. Okay, all the players, well, the majority of them, not all of them, but the majority of them showed up. Obviously, the noticeable ones that weren't there was, Saquon and Dex. Okay. So, okay, look, let's talk about Saquon real quick. Chris, I see you. How you doing? Oh, please come on. We got to have a conversation. Okay. Lovingly, we got to have a conversation. Anyway, everybody stop. Do not panic about Saquon. Okay. Do not panic about Saquon Barkley not showing up to voluntary camp. All right. No, just calm down. All right. I know we had a couple shout out OJ, he said it's a wrap for the Giants, although I'm going to talk about OJ here in a little bit too, and I hope he chimes in. Not chime in, but watch the show. Look, it's voluntary camp. All right. Now, listen, it is a business. Sadly, this is a business. There's the football side that I love, and I admire, and I'm not this is a way of life. I'm not a Giants fan. I'm embedded in the Giants, in my mind, right? Again, to me, this is a way of life. So that's the part I love. Now, the business side, not so much, obviously, because that's why free agency the way it is. People want to get the bag. People want to, for whatever reason. Okay. Now, I listened to an interview that Daniel Jones gave the other day, and they brought up Barkley several times. Like, how many times does the man have to tell you whatever we talk about that's personal? I'm going to keep that between him and I. He is Byron. Byron, you're more than a Giants fan. You're more than a Giants fan. Trust me. You are the Giant. Okay. And even Jones stated that it's a business side, and that Barkley and him, they're brothers. There's this, there's that. Now, I saw something on Twitter, and of course it wasn't true. And I should have, I wish I could put it up. It says something about how Jones was asked a question about if he would take less money for Barkley to come on and get back on the team. And apparently Jones said, this is the NFL, and the NFL is not friendship or the National Friendship League, or this isn't that's I don't believe that happened. All right, I'm going to tell you right now, I don't believe Jones would ever say anything like that. And if anybody want to prove me wrong, please, you know where to find me. Google me, Sneaky G Man. Send me a message on Instagram, or shoot me. Give me a call, 520-720-1714, and play the audio of Jones. As a matter of fact, I want to see him say that. I don't want you to play any audio. Anyway, back to Barkley. Nothing has to be done until, if I'm not mistaken, July, where he has to sign it. Okay? Where he has to sign the tag. Hopefully, something will be done up until then. Okay? And the same thing with Dex. Now, at some point, we have to realize that not everybody is going to get paid. Okay. Now, fortunately, Dex is trying to get his money. Saquon is trying to get his. And I know the priorities are going to be lined out as much. And in Joe Shane, I trust. I know he's going to make the right decisions. He is going to, obviously put the Giants first. Okay. And rightfully so. And rightfully so. Dexter and Barkley, they're going to put themselves and their family first, as they should. I digress. Now, I want to mention a non-Giant player. Okay, Jalen Hurts, $255 million for 5 years. Wow. Not hating on the man. And he got 179 mil guaranteed. Now that's the talking point now. Guaranteed money. Okay. Now, I try to mind my own business, but I couldn't help but jump in the conversation between Ant and OJ No Sports. Okay. Hold on a second. It hurts getting that, Mahomes about to get a bag. Oh my God. Yeah. Well, Mahomes already got the bag, unless they read. So this is the only Smalls 419 says it hurts. It hurts getting that, Holmes about getting that bag. Yeah. Okay. So you guys go to Big Blue Ant 72 on TikTok. Okay. And he made a good argument how Hurts and Jones are about the same. I agree. Now, granted, Hurts took. Well, he didn't. I mean, I don't want to. I got Ant-Man backstage. I'll bring him on in a second. I don't want to speak for him, but to clarify, he said he didn't say who's better than the other. Okay, he didn't say that. He said one or the other. Anyway, I'm gonna say that they're the same. Okay, now I've been preaching this since the playoffs. Who's Daniel Jones's number one wide receiver? If we're going to compare the two, if we're going to say one is better than the other, who's the number one wide receiver for Daniel Jones? I'm gonna tell you, receiving wise, it was Slayton, and he didn't get 1,000 yards. Okay. Now, look, I'm not going to take anything away from Hurts. I'm not going to say he doesn't deserve the money. I'm not going to say any of that. Okay. What I am going to say is that arguably, not even debatable, Hurts had an outstanding offensive line, and he had an outstanding wide receiver core. He had Davion Smith, the Heisman Trophy winner, and he also had A.J. Brown. Both receivers had over 1,000 yards. Both. And I think A.J. Brown had like 11 TDs. I can't remember how many, what do you call it? How many touchdowns Smith had. I know he scored one on Love. I mean, I know that. The point I'm trying to make here is this. You know, and actually, and you made a good point. We are paying Jones that money because of the potential that Jones has. Jones didn't have a super team around him. Okay. The one improvement, obviously, was Barkley and the offensive line. And the wide receiving core, you know, for what we had, did a phenomenal job. Hodges stepped up his game. Slayton stepped up his game. I mean, and okay, Shep, you know, before he got hurt, although, you know, he did get hurt, he was still balling, even before the injury. Bellinger even came back and played well. The point that I'm trying to make here is that if Jones had what Jalen had, who knows what would have happened? We might have been in the Super Bowl. I mean, and the defense we had too, we might have won. I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it only because, you know, that's how I am. Hold on. Craig said something. Hold on a second. What did you say? Hold on. Okay. Greg said, "What's up?" And then he said, "This was a great deal by the Eagles." Oh, of course. I mean, they got the quarterback for the future, but how the last time they gave a quarterback for that much money, how long did he last? It just so you know, it was Wentz, and it didn't last too long. They got a statue in front of the stadium of somebody else that won the Super Bowl for him. Now, Ant, okay, I'll tell you what. Everybody, please go see his TikTok. But in summary, did I hit the nail on the coffin?
Yeah, so part of the problem is I don't want to apologize to Eagles fans because of the fact that I literally said in that first TikTok that I put out that I believe that Jalen Hurts is a phenomenal quarterback. I never said he wasn't. And by saying Daniel Jones and him are fairly close, and I do give the edge to Hurts. I really do. He was an MVP candidate. He took his team to the Super Bowl. So, yeah, he's got that bit of an edge. But if you look at their numbers, and that's what most people do, and OJ said he wasn't really looking at numbers, and that's fine too. But my point was, I'm comparing. So the thing that makes Jalen Hurts' contract a little better than Daniel Jones's is the cap hit. So it's not going to, his cap hit isn't going to hit the Eagles as bad as Daniel's is the Giants. And again, that's assuming he gets past year 2. because that's what everybody seems to forget. Yes, it was a 4-year contract, but the Giants have the out after 2 years if it doesn't work out.
Right.
So the point I was trying to make is that they're fairly close. They started getting all the hate and the trolls coming at me about, Daniel Jones isn't basically to sweat on freaking Jalen Hurts' balls, and that's not what I was going for.
So let me just say this, right? And I hear what you're saying when you say that the accolades that Hurts got this year. Okay. Obviously took his team to the Super Bowl, MVP, probably one of the MVP finalists. I get that, but let's get to the weeds of this. Why is that? Because of the cast around him.
True. They had the number one offensive line in the NFL, period. They had two of the best, probably two of the top 10 receivers in the NFL. I
don't even know how many yards Hurts do throughout the year, but that's 2,000 yards plus just for those two receivers
just
alone.
Those two. And then the running back cast was, not the greatest in the world, but they carried the load.
They were effective.
Right. So, and that defense, come on now. That defense was stacked top to bottom. I mean, I know we're talking about Jalen Hurts and, what he done and why he done what he did. But
yeah, that defensive front, I mean, each of those guys had over 10 sacks or 10 sacks plus.
My thing with that defense was, if you look at their roster for their defense, especially like you said, the front line, their backups could have been starters on any other team in this league. So, you know what I'm saying? Like,
so let me, hold on. I'm going to put the link out one more time.
But again, to OJ, I made the TikTok showing Daniel Jones's numbers, which are very comparable to Jalen Hurts' numbers. And I even brought up the fact, because a lot of people were coming at me, well, Jalen Hurts had this many yards. Well, he had 52 more yards rushing than Daniel Jones did on 45 more attempts. So if you want to sit there and brag about that.
Ray said Hurts was questioned the season before he even. What am I reading that wrong?
Hurts was questioned the season before if he truly was a free agent quarterback. I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't get it either. Ray, if you get a chance, man, click on the link. We're not reading. We're not seeing what you're reading. But before I do that, I got to bring him on. Ladies and gentlemen, the Thunder from Down Under. The Aussie Giant.
Sneaky, what's good, mate? Ant, how are you?
Good, man.
Good, how are you, bud?
Good. It's been a while, fellas.
I forgot. I don't know if I ever thanked you for the birthday video. I appreciated that a lot, man. It touched my heart.
No, it's all good, mate. All good. Did you have a good birthday? It was a while ago, but
yeah, no, it was absolutely phenomenal. My 50th birthday, big milestone, and everybody that contributed to my daughter's video. I mean, it takes a lot to make me cry, and there were tears coming out. I'm not gonna lie.
He's a softie. He's hard on the outside, but soft on the wait.
That thing.
I'm stop. Anyway, let's talk about some manly stuff. Elliot.
Yeah.
Are you worried about the fact that Saquon has yet to sign the tag?
No, it's April. Last time I checked, training camp doesn't start till July. Last time I checked, season doesn't start till September. I could not care. It's business. It's. I wouldn't sign if I was him. Like, it's voluntary. Look up the definition of voluntary.
That is my whole point. That's the key.
Why would you go, right? Why would you sign your franchise tag in April when the deadline for it is until July? Why would you go into the building and potentially risk getting hurt when you're only, and then that's it, you're done. Like, you get your 10 mil, and then who knows what you're going to get on the free agent market when the running back market has crashed harder than the economy. Like,
yes.
It's a smart move from him. He doesn't want to get hurt. He'll sit out voluntary stuff that, You know, he's got the playbook. He knows what's going on. I'm sure that he's talking to Daves. So I would not stress at all. And the same thing with Dexter Lawrence. They're just trying to finalize his contract. Like, there's no need for people. If this was September 4th and all this was happening, I'd be going, shit, mind my language. I'd be going, this ain't good. But it's April 19th, April 18th for you guys, April 19th over here. Relax.
Yeah.
Don't get caught up in the BS.
I think it's funny. Not so much Giant fans, because I understand why Giant fans would be upset or be worried, right? But for me, I think it's comical when you have people outside of our fan base that are like, oh, Barkley's not gonna, he's gonna sit out the year, or
he's not committed. He's not committed. Last time
basically saying it's a wrap.
Arizona the other week, and
exactly
was there with all the boys. So I think he's
2 weeks
still
he was out there with Daniel
So,
Jones, the new players, and they were getting acclimated to each other. So if that doesn't say he's interested in playing, I don't know what does.
Exactly. It's all big smokes. It's all slow news. We're all just trying to wait for the draft to happen. It's, Saquon's not there. Let's try and make a story of it.
Yeah, why would you practice with guys that you plan on playing with or don't plan with?
So, Elliot, I need to pick your brain real quick. Who are we selecting at 25 or 24?
I've actually been doing a bit of draft study. I've done film on on my top 10 receivers that I've got in there. I've had a look at some linemen. I've had a look at some linebackers. I haven't looked at corners yet, but that's something I want to watch. In terms of receivers, Jackson Smith-Njigba, I think, is the best receiver in the class, but he's not going anywhere near 25. He'll go in the top 15. I don't think he'll go top 10, but I think he'll go top 15. Zay Flowers or Jordan Addison would be, if we were to go down the receiver route, pun intended, I would say probably Jordan Addison would be my favored option, because he is an excellent route runner. He doesn't have breakaway speed like
what college is this guy?
He was at Pitt in 2020, 2021, and then he transferred and was at USC last year with Caleb Williams.
Okay, USC. Okay.
So he if you look at his 2021 tape, like his 2021 tape was a lot better than last year. I think he had a few niggling injuries, but the dude is an excellent route runner. He doesn't have that breakaway speed, but we've got Slayton for the breakaway speed. We just need a guy who we can throw and target 130 times a year. And he is that guy. He has an excellent route tree. He's got safe hands, good at contested catches. He's a slight frame, which could be a concern. And Zay Flowers has built on his frame, which is probably where kind of there is the option between those two. And then I've seen that comment as well. Schmitz, center from Minnesota. I watched his film last night. He's a mauler in the run game. So if we were to go the offensive line, I would like that too.
Okay, see now, and I'm getting some names here, and I want to appreciate you. Now, Byron Williams, he played for the Giants too, back in the 80s, and Quentin Williams from TCU. This guy, I like this guy.
Johnston from TCU. Are we talking receiver?
Oh, Quentin Thompson. Yes, Quentin Thompson from TCU. I saw him when he played against the Wolverines, in the semifinal game. I mean, he toast us, and I was, and then I watched more of his film. He's not as precise on his route running, but he's a big guy.
He's a very big guy.
I hate to say this, he almost reminds me almost like a Plexico. Like, he is lengthy, What do you think, Ant?
He doesn't have the greatest hands. That's
I'm not as high on Quentin Johnston as everyone else.
Yeah, but if I'm being honest, I'm still hung up on, in the first round, Giants going linebacker or DB. What I've been hearing lately is they've fallen in love with the DB out of Alabama. I forget his name.
Brian Branch.
Yes.
Yeah. He's a good player. He's a real good player.
Yeah, so they've been falling in love with him. Trenton Simpson is still a possibility because, again, he would fit.
I heard this guy too.
So I heard.
And they're also
I heard
going
Tip-
O-line too.
I
Like
heard
offensive
I
Tip-
feel
line.
like there's 4 options that we could have. You could have corner, offensive line, receiver, or linebacker. I feel like they're the 4 options we'd be going, and it's hard to try and pick because they're all very important needs for us.
Jalen Hyatt's going to go top 15.
Jalen Hyatt also he's a good player, good speedster, very good deep threat, but his route tree is very limited.
Right.
That's one thing I found when I was watching his film, and that Tennessee offense is very, very, very friendly.
Yeah.
It's not very pro style. That's why Hendon Hooker, people haven't been as high on him.
So
Now,
Ray Ray
because of
says,
the
don't
style
sleep
of
on the
offense that they have
DL
at
edge
Tennessee.
at 25. No, not at all. I wouldn't be surprised.
So I've heard
I would not be surprised about defensive line range at 25 as well.
I've heard that Tippmann may be there for the Giants in the second round. That's why I think the Giants aren't necessarily going to go for the for the offensive line in the first round. I think that could potentially be a second round.
And this is the one guy that I heard from Minnesota. Mama Boss actually sent me an article that they said that they were looking at him.
Yeah, I think they're having him in for a top 30 visit.
So okay, I want to pause real quick. OJ, I'm glad that you're watching this. Let's see. Hurts clears DJ. Stop being a homer and admit the truth.
Stop being a hater.
Well, no, I mean, I'm going to say this, and I've said this in the beginning. I don't know if you saw the beginning, OJ, of the show. Hurts had 2,000-yard wide receivers. Okay, I mean, you got the Heisman Trophy winner, plus you got AJ Brown, and no, we didn't say you said DJ sucks. I didn't say that. I'm saying that I could honestly see them being the same. What he said. I said that Hurts is clearly the better player.
Just with the Jalen Hurts contract, a lot of people have been comparing the cap hits between his contract and DJ's contracts for the next 4 years. Very clearly, one thing to point out, they're not very in line because DJ has no rookie component left of his contract. Jalen Hurts is in his 4th year of his rookie deal this year, whilst DJ's in the 1st year of his new deal. So that's not comparable. And then each year is.
I don't know.
I know his signing bonus gets prorated across, but his base salary is still based off his rookie deal from.
Well, I don't know if you heard from Sneaky when we first started the show, but Jalen Hurts just got a contract for 5 years, $250.
Yeah, no, I've heard that one. Yeah. But a lot of people are comparing the cap hits between him and DJ, but it can't be that comparable.
So Greg said Hurts does clear
Hurts contract.
Does clear Jones big time coming from a Cowboys fan.
Where does he clear DJ? The only thing he's clear about is that his stats and numbers are slightly better. So how does that clear anything? Yes, he's better. I'm not going to say that.
Ray saying what we're saying right now. Once DJ has the weapons Hurts has, then we can make the comparison. And I think that's fair.
I mean, I'm sorry. I'm still sticking by what I said. That yes, I think
me too.
Hurts slightly better by the fact that he was an MVP candidate and he took his team to the Super Bowl. That's where the slight edge is. Again, their numbers are comparable this past year. So to say he's clearly better, especially considering, like I said in my TikTok, that the Giants were running with a Kmart blue light special of receivers. It just doesn't, there's no comparison. And the Rangers are up 4-0.
OJ asked, do you guys watch Eagle games? What do your eyes tell you based on stats? Not enough. Okay. So then he says MVP candidate equals slight edge, question mark.
And I said that. That's what I just said.
So and then I'm going to give Ant some pushback on that, because the only reason why I would say Hurts is the MVP candidate is because of the people around him, because of the offensive line, because of the running backs, because of the wide receivers. I mean, again, I think it's fair to say exactly what Ray said. Let's wait until Jones gets his A.J. Brown or his, Heisman Trophy wide receiver.
And I can see what the argument is going to be from OJ too. The fact that, you can say that Hurts had a great completion percentage. And like I said, him and Daniel Jones had the exact same completion percentage. I believe it was 67.7. OJ's argument was, well, that's because he was throwing to Saquon all the time. Well, there you go. Making my point. The Giants had no number one. They were running with a bunch of number twos. I mean, come on. If Jalen Hurts is clearly the best, it's because clearly he has wide receivers, and the Giants are looking for him.
And then OJ comes back and says, hold on a sec. What do you say? Okay. You're focusing on the past season, even last year without A.J. Brown. Hurts was considered better.
And you're right, because DJ was going through his fourth freaking coach's staff.
Hold on. Okay. The only reason why anyone would consider Hurts be better was because Jones didn't even finish the season. The last game DJ played was when he beat Hurts at MetLife. Just saying. I'm just saying.
But now, you know what everybody's going to say to that? Everybody's going to say to that, well, we didn't have a team, but we can't say that. Come on.
So, Elliot, give me your final thoughts, man. What you got going on?
Just waiting on this draft. I'm very excited to see what option we're going to go at 25, or if we even stay at 25, if Joe Shane's got something up his sleeve. I feel like it will be between corner, receiver, and line. I don't think we'll be taking a linebacker after signing Okereke, which I think was a great signing. But I just feel like we need to get DJ an extra weapon, just to make all these arguments about Hurts and DJ. Let's make it apples and apples. Let's not make it apples and oranges. All right. I have no say in this argument because it's apples and oranges at the moment. Let's get him some weapons. Let's build around him. And let's just make the playoffs again this upcoming season. I know it's a while away, but I'm so excited for the potential after what we've just seen in free agency and what we could potentially see coming out of the draft.
I can't wait for the season to start overall.
And I can't wait for the schedule to get released so I can book my tickets.
Say what?
I said I can't wait for this schedule to get bloody released so I can book my tickets.
Yeah, and then we can have that conversation. Yes, sir.
Then this conversation we've had the last 2 years can actually come into fruition.
I might be going to the Jets game.
I'm just going to be in there September. So whoever we're playing in September, that's when I'm going to be there.
Okay. We'll have to make that a date then. Definitely. Definitely. Hey, like I said, first beer's on me, man. And then the third, fourth, and fifth, and second. Yeah, all the rest are all. Elliot, let me hear it one time, man.
Let's go, Giants. Out.
See you later,
I appreciate you, brother. Be good.
And to go back to OJ's thing too, it's like, he says don't talk about the past. Then you know what? Let's not talk about last season. Let's see what happens this year and just leave it alone.
Hold on a second.
None of us are Nostradamus. None of us can predict the future. So Daniel Jones could make a major jump this year, or he can fart on himself and become Daniel Jones of 3 years ago.
I don't think that's going to happen. I mean, but anything can happen. I mean, I will agree. Anything can happen. Gabe.
Yeah. What's up? How
are you worried that Saquon's not there?
No, not at all. So first of all, this is a standard operation for any franchise tag player to do. Any franchise tag player, every franchise tag player in the league is doing the same thing, except Tony Pollard, and that's because he signed the tag because he's injured. So he doesn't want to lose the money because he's injured as it is right now. But no, I'm not concerned. And at the end of the day, he's not going to hold out. People who have held out before. it's proven that it hasn't worked out for them. Le'Veon Bell went on to not do anything after he held out that year with the Steelers. And I think when the deadline comes, he'll sign the tag, and that will be it. But I don't think the Giants have any interest in giving him a long-term contract, just because Barkley's side just wants way too much money for what the running back market is right now.
All right, real quick. OJ did say 100%. Nobody knows the future, but right now, 99% of NFL fans would agree with what
All right, OJ,
agree
for you.
what hurts.
And you know what? This 1% doesn't care anymore. I'm done.
OJ, what made you hate the Giants so much? Number one, we're not in your division, and number two, what rivalry do we have with you? Like, you are in Tampa Bay. You're not even close to the New York area. Like, what is your problem with the New York Giants? Like, a general question. Like, one thing if we were in your division, like, how about you hate on the Carolina Panthers? How about you hate on the, who else is in that division? The Saints, the Atlanta Falcons? How about you hate
wait, time out. The fact that you have to ask out loud what other teams are in the NFC soft?
No.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, for real. Because let's be honest right now, the best quarterback right now in the NFC soft is David Carr.
Derek
Carr. When I said David, I'm sorry. That one has a ring, although he was a backup. But still, you got
I just don't understand.
Carson, I know you're here, and I'm sorry.
OJ spends so much time on the New York Giants. I sometimes I can't tell.
Okay, this is what OJ says. What fueled my hatred was TikTok. I'm sorry. I have something to do with that. I probably have something to do with that. How Giant fans react, blaming the Eagles as accusing them of making them miss the. Ain't nobody telling anybody. Well, I can't speak. Wait, time out. Okay, pause. Hold on.
I'm gonna back OJ on this one because I got tired of it too. Listen, if you're a team, you don't blame somebody else because you didn't make the playoffs. If you do your job, you don't have to say anything about any.
Also, we were 6-10. Like, if you expect to make the playoffs when you're 6-10, I think that's
exactly.
You're in
exactly.
I can't speak for every Giant fan. Okay. I'll be honest. I did not blame the fact that the Eagles, crapped the bed on purpose. But I will say this, and I am saying but, not to negate what I just said, but the fact that Peterson got on a radio station after we beat them, talking about how pissed he was and how this is respect and this is dignity, and then he loses on purpose to tank to get a better. Although not only did he lose the game, he lost the team.
Also, OJ,
because then he got fired.
In the moment,
you don't lose when it's convenient for you. You don't do that.
OJ,
but as far as us not making the playoffs because of that, no, I'm not.
That's why Peterson's not working there anymore.
In the same principle, yes, Peterson got fired the next day because of that. By the way, and also if that happened to you, you would have been on TikTok talking the same mess, doing the same thing. Now, maybe you would have realized the next day, like most Giants fans did, that we had to move on. And that reality is we were 6-10, and what team should be a 6-10 playoff team? No team should.
Exactly.
And so, the reality is that's one of that. That is no reason to hate on a team. Literally, the Giants have never done the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have been irrelevant for how long until they got Tom Brady, and that only bought you 2 years of greatness, and not even 2 years. That only got you 1 year.
I also always defend Saquon whenever everyone else says he was washed, and I had Dable as coach of the year halfway through the season. Yes, I hate on the Giants, but I'm also objective about them.
This is the problem with OJ. He twists things so much, it's not even real. He twists the truth. Saquon Barkley wants $7 or $16 million, whatever CMC gets, $16 million per year. And the fact of the matter is if last time I checked, OJ isn't an NFL GM, and also, you don't pay a running back who's been hurt 3 out of the 5 seasons $16 million. That's just facts. No one says he's washed. Everyone says he's he's a good player, but he's worth a certain amount of money, and he didn't want to take that money. So, like, please, like, OJ, if you're gonna argue, facts, bring like.
All right, so I'll say this. I'll say this. The last time OJ said something good, it was it was the year that Texas froze over. I know because I was there. He gave Barkley props, and then it just it snowed, and we were iced in. So,
OJ, no one, your team is so poverty that you can't even talk about them. That is sad. That is actually sad.
Okay, all right. Well, so, Ant, this is what we were discussing earlier. Saquon was a great safety blanket for DJ, and he didn't play that well. He didn't play that effective. The Giants, hold on. He don't play that will affect the Giants badly, of course, but he'll be there next season. He will definitely be there next season. Now, and I know in one of your, I guess, rebuttals to Ant, and I think Ant, I'm basically going to echo what Ant said because it kind of did prove the point. The fact that, Barkley was the leading receiver for the Giants, and he shouldn't have been.
He was the leading reception leader for the Giants.
I'm sorry, reception leader. I'm sorry, leading reception leader for the Giants.
It was targets. It wasn't even. I don't even think was it receptions or I think it was targets. I think it was targets.
No, it was receptions.
It was receptions. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
But again, that doesn't make my point, or it makes my point that regardless, even if he was the number one reception leader, the number one yardage leader in reception, the fact of the matter is Daniel Jones didn't have a legitimate number one receiver that we were playing with a bunch of number twos at best.
Yep.
And the number one that was getting paid number one was a freaking diva.
Going forward, I think the reason the Giants gave Isaiah Hodgins one more year is because they want to see if he can be consistent as he was last year. If he could put together a full season like that, then that could be another reason that I don't think the Giants are going to go wide receiver in the draft.
Also, OJ, Daniel Jones, you got to put into perspective here what he was dealing with. All right. So you got Jalen Hurts over in here in Philly with one of the league's best O-lines, probably a top 5 tight end. Maybe
it was the number one O-line in the league this year.
Yeah, best O-line in the league. All right. You've got maybe a top 10 tight end. I'd say top 10 tight end in Dallas Goedert. You got Devontae Smith. You got AJ Brown. I mean, seriously, what more can you ask for? What more can you ask for? Maybe they didn't have a slot receiver that was great, but Quez Watkins wasn't terrible. He deserves a number one, just like Josh Allen played much better after he got Diggs. Okay, Daniel Jones, if anything, elevated talent this past year. He elevated talent. I doubt you, OJ, knows sports or doesn't know sports. Is kind of what I think your name is sometimes. I doubt you knew who Isaiah Hodgins was before this year. I doubt you knew who Richie James was. I doubt you knew who. Let's see who else is on this list.
You're taking it way too personal, Gabe.
I know he's damn
way too
Gabe.
personal.
OJ,
he's getting. I mean, I'm not.
OJ will be the first to tell you this is his opinion. And in case you didn't know, opinions are like buttholes. Everybody has one.
But no, hold on. So, and I'm probably gonna bring on Kurt soon or whatnot. But then you got Chris saying this is hilarious. Giants fans are arguing with the Panthers fan to nobody's teams.
He thinks OJ's a Panthers fan.
OJ's not a Panthers fan.
OJ's a Buccaneers fan.
See, you can't even tell if OJ's a Bucs fan because he posts so much content about the Giants.
So
Hey,
OJ
Chris,
says,
Chris,
but
here's
I don't
something
argue hypotheses because if my aunt had I'm not gonna say that. Okay, I'm leaving that alone. I'm not gonna say that.
That's a good one.
And just so everybody knows, this is live on Roku TV. Okay,
OJ,
This is
OJ,
live.
I have to rebut what he just posted. Just because she has a penis doesn't make her your uncle. She could still be a woman. Just saying.
That's for another conversation. Anyway, Gabe, give me your final thoughts.
Well, I think at 25, I think the Giants, Jordan Raanan said today on his little podcast that apparently the Giants' favorite wide receiver, or like their realistic wide receiver, is Jordan Addison. So I'd be interested in, I mean, he's a very good wide receiver. He had some drop problems when he was at Pitt, but he was getting a lot of high volume there thrown to him. But I expect the Giants to go wide receiver at 25. I think it's going to go wide receiver, center, second round. I think they might trade up in the second round for John.
I agree with you. Second round. I'm still not seeing wide receiver in the first round. I'm just not seeing it.
It depends on.
I'm thinking linebacker. I don't know why I'm thinking linebacker. Second.
I just don't think the top receivers are going to be there at 25. The only way the Giants go wide receiver in the first round, and I truly believe this, is if they trade up.
So who do you have the top receivers going to?
What's that?
Who do you have the top receivers going to then?
I don't even know. I don't have it in front of me. I'd have to look.
Okay.
I just hope Quentin Thompson, he better not go to the Cowboys. I'll be pissed.
Who? Oh, Quentin.
I would never hear the end of it.
I think the Cowboys are targeting. I don't think it's a receiver. I think they're targeting Bijou. Bijou Robinson.
They might draft up. They might. And it's funny too that I was seeing something where they were talking about the Giants going also cornerback. I think the one dude from Oregon, if I'm not mistaken.
He's not falling to 20. They would have to trade up to top 10. For the Oregon guy, he's going to go top.
Or who?
Are you talking about Deontay Banks out of Maryland? Maybe?
Oh wait, I think it was Maryland. Yes, I think it was Maryland.
Deontay
Banks. Yes, it was. Yeah, because I think we saw the same thing.
Yeah,
but
I can see it.
Gabe, let me hear it one time, man.
Let's go Giants. Ow!
Is Danny in the backstage? See you, Gabe. Is Danny in the backstage?
He was.
Yeah, I know why he left.
Why? Oh, they lost?
How'd 5-1 feel in game?
I have to bring up Carson. Look, hey, we are not hating on the Panthers.
You better not be.
We're not hating on the Panthers.
Who?
Shut
up. He said who? Hold on a second. I'm putting out the link again real quick. And I think Danny heard you because he asked for the link. So you might want to stick around for what?
Better hurry
okay,
up.
We got
10 minutes.
Yeah, I got 10 minutes. Carson, who are you guys getting at number one?
Bryce Young.
Okay.
That's what I think.
All right. Let me hear one. No, I'm going to stop.
And that's a wrap.
Are you excited for the draft?
Oh my gosh. Yes. So much. 9 days. 9 days away.
Because you guys got a whole new coach. Do you guys have a new GM?
Yeah. No, same GM. Same GM.
Okay. Damn, I just think Matt Rule would have he was almost a Giant too.
Screw me.
Almost a Giant. Oh my God. And now he's in beef with Deion Sanders now.
Good. I hope Deion breaks his toenail.
I don't even think they're breaks his toenail. What?
I don't know. I hate Matt Rule so much.
Oh man. Well, how's Mama doing? First off.
Good.
Okay.
She's doing good.
That's good. Grandma okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Good. Got a little worried. I was like, should I ask or should I not ask? Should I ask?
Nah, you're good. To be honest with you, I'm more excited about the second. Well, I'm not going to say more excited. I'm pretty excited about our second round pick. I don't know who that's going to be.
Who do you think that's going to be?
I want us to draft Josh Downs, a wide receiver out of North Carolina, but I could see us going maybe edge rusher. I don't know if BJ Ojolari will drop that far, but possibly him.
Yeah, I think Ojolari is going first round.
I do too.
And for anybody that doesn't know, yes, it is Aziz's brother.
Yeah, I was wondering that.
Man, could you imagine if we picked him up?
Possibility. It's a possibility.
Yeah, that'd be crazy. That would be crazy. So, you're in North Carolina, right, Carson?
Mm-hmm.
How far are you from the stadium?
Hour and a half.
You been to a game yet?
About 3 years ago.
Okay. What is the atmosphere like?
I mean, I'm used to North Carolina, so it's chill. I mean, I know a lot of people down here, so it's comfortable. But I mean, it's kind of chill. It's not real racket down there in Charlotte, but I like it.
And what are your thoughts on? I got to ask this too about Cam Newton trying to do a comeback.
Man, if he wants to be a backup, but he ain't
called
gonna start.
He called himself. He said, "You mean there's 32 other quarterbacks better than me?" Yes.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah, there is.
That's why they're playing and you're not.
Exactly.
Listen, the reason Cam Newton. So I'm not gonna shut down Cam Newton. I think Cam Newton was a phenomenal quarterback. Absolutely athletic, had a good arm, but his arm died the last 3 years. He lost his range.
He lost it when he took that hit from TJ Watt in 2017.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the Patriots ran the crap out of him.
They did.
Like they just.
Look, I don't think him and Belichick really had that good of a chemistry together.
No, I don't either.
And he was shocked that he got released. He's like, "Y'all releasing me?" Okay. Man.
And when he came back, the game against the Washington, I thought it was it. I thought he was going to be back to 2015 Newton. The next game, nope, 5 interceptions.
Man, I'll tell you what, that fall from grace sucks. It sucks.
I hope we can have a climb to grace starting in 9 days.
Yeah, I'm speaking from experience. That fall, you think you got it, but you might not.
I already told my wife. I said I might not be coming home that Thursday. I might be going right to the stadium.
Oh, and to watch the draft? Oh, that's right, the draft party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, if there's any Giants fans that are
I'm
interested,
thinking about going to our draft party, but I don't know if I can or not.
If there's any Giants fans that are interested, hit me up on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. We managed to get 16 tickets between me and 3 other people.
Oh, hell yeah. That's what's up.
Not trying to sell them. Just trying to give people that otherwise didn't get a ticket some tickets.
I may have to go next year. I don't know. I may go next year, actually, to the draft.
I go every year.
Yeah, I may have to go next year.
I'm definitely going to meet up with Danny there because I'm pretty sure Danny said he's going.
Yeah, I think he is.
The one thing I do hate about all this draft speculation and all this stuff is because they did a press conference with our GM today, and Bryce Young canceled all his meetings with other teams in the future. Like he canceled 2 meetings today and 1 tomorrow, and they asked our GM in the interview today. They said, "Was there any contact between the organization and Bryce Young that told him that he was going to be the first overall pick?" Like we would just go out and say, "Yeah." Like what? I mean, I know that's their jobs, but that seems pretty stupid.
Hold on. So Robbie said, "I moved to North Carolina 9 years ago, and I could literally take a nap in the middle of the road, knowing a vehicle isn't going to drive Damn it. Look, I'm going to take your word for it, Robbie.
That's true.
But hold on.
In my city, that's true.
Robbie, don't prove it. I'll take your word for it, Robbie. I promise. All right. Carson, I do got to move on, man. It's always good to hear from you, brother. I'm glad you're doing good, and I hope to see you. Hope to see you soon again. But until then, let me hear it one time.
Let's go Giants! Ow!
I appreciate you, brother.
See.
Be good. I had to bring Dan in before you had to go, Ant.
It got a little quiet in my text messaging. I don't know what happened. Did your phone go? Listen, so I'm looking at your text message when they were up 3-0, and I'm sitting there going, I can't do it. I can't, because you know what? I'm my own.
I know you wanted to.
Yeah. If I would have said something, the Devils would have roared back, and
I'm gonna bring these in here too.
Yo, yeah, let's go.
They would have came back, yo. Oh my god, what a bad night.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I love this Rangers team.
Yeah, I'm very happy because the last 2 times we played the Devils, I believe we were up by a couple goals, and then the second, third period, it didn't look like anybody wanted to play. I was like, come on, you got to be kidding me. But they came to play today, so I'm happy.
Yeah, you guys came to play. It is what it is. It is what it is.
You think we can beat the series with the Lightning if we beat the Devils?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Well, aren't the Lightning losing right now?
I don't know. I actually don't know.
Yeah.
I think they were up like 3-0. Sure.
All right, okay. So I gotta ask you all the same question. DZ, Danny, are you guys worried that Saquon is not at voluntary camp right now?
Nah, not at all. I'm not worried. I'm not even worried about Dexter. I'm not even worried about. Yeah, I'm not worried about Dexter either. Like, it's early.
Dex, I'm not worried about. Saquon, I'm worried about a little bit because of what Joe Shane said. So I'm gonna go and say, listen, Joe Shane hasn't been, quiet about some of his words and the way he says things. And when he said, I'm pulling that $12.5 million off the table.
Off the table,
I mean, we don't know if he's not going to go back to that, but it didn't sound good.
Yeah,
I think the most that they was going to give him was like 13.5. I think it was something like that.
Wait, so Joe Shane actually said it in a press conference that he's pulling the 12?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he pulled off the table.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was right after Saquon said he wasn't signing the tag. Joe Shane was asked about it, and he goes, "Well, we pulled the 12.5 off the table." So,
Sneaky, we got a no BS GM. I love it though. I love it.
Yeah, so
I do too. I do too.
I love it.
I love the fact when he said we're not signing any more mediocre players. I mean, when he said that, I'm like, let's fucking go. Let's go. But I mean, my worry though is, even in the beginning of the combine, he admitted that they did not reach the value as of yet with Barkley, and at some point, I mean, I really don't believe that no team is going to give Barkley what he's asking for.
Exactly.
Because if they did, they would have offered it to him already.
I'm actually tired of the narrative that because Saquon was hurt so much, not for nothing, CMC was hurt just as much.
They had like the same type of career,
Exactly.
Very similar careers, but at the same time, a matter of fact, wasn't he hurt the remaining of this year too?
No, he played.
Oh, he played.
But I'm saying, but he played hurt though. He wasn't 100% when the 49ers beat the Cowboys because he was hurt there too, if I'm not mistaken. But at the same time, we got to look at. I guess the GM at the time, when they re-signed CMC, maybe they knew they were going to trade him. Or did he re-sign? No, he re-signed with the Panthers. And then they traded him.
I think he resigned and then they traded him.
They traded him away. Yeah.
Yeah. See, we all agree. I mean, even this Cowboys fan right here, Craig says Barkley is not going anywhere.
I don't think he's going anywhere either, but the wording of the way things are going, just right at the moment, doesn't look good. And I'm not counting the whole he's not showing up to voluntary. I don't care about
and I think with Joe Shane, like Barkley and Daniel have like this strong relationship that he doesn't want to break up. He doesn't want to break that up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They do have a strong bond, you know? And I just feel like that bond, they have to keep it together if we're gonna make it far in the playoffs or do possibly a Super Bowl run. You know,
I think ultimately Barkley's gonna sign with the Giants. Tag or no tag, he's gonna sign. He's gonna get that $10 million, and you know.
But right now, I think Shane is prioritizing Dexter over Saquon at the moment.
I think so.
I
too,
think that's
because it's so cheap to tag him.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, not even that again, which is why they didn't offer Saquon this. You know, the CMC money is because so when CMC signed for what he got, the running back price tag was a little higher, clearly, but now when Saquon's up, it's not that high. So where's he going to get that money from? I want to know. Nobody's clamoring. Nobody's coming out of the woodworks, clearly. So again, that's why I think Joe Shane pulled it off the table. I wouldn't be surprised if Joe Shane comes back and goes, listen, we offered you 12.5. Now we know nobody else is like screaming for you. Now we'll give you 11. Take it or leave it.
Oh man. Yeah. They're gonna go less. They're gonna go less.
He could have hurt himself.
Oh,
I mean, you look at the whole Julian Love thing. You look at the whole Julian Love thing when it comes to contract negotiations. His agent is the reason he's not with the Giants right now, because from what I understand, the Giants offered the same thing that he got in Seattle. The problem is his agent messed something up to where Julian said he would have signed back with the Giants.
Wow.
Hey, I got to get going, guys.
Yeah.
Got to get up.
And it's always good to see you. I appreciate you, man.
You too, guys. Kurtz, I'll catch up to you next time, buddy.
We got your game. We got your game 2. Game 2, bro.
About that.
I shouldn't have said that. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that. All right, guys. I'll talk to you.
Series, I'm gonna
peace, bro.
Let's go, Giants. Ow.
I appreciate you, man. Okay, hold on. What should I do?
I want Leonard Williams to get a restructure for his contract.
I think he's not coming back. He's not coming back. I don't think he's coming back
after this year.
You think? I mean, he's best friend of the deck.
I know, but I don't think he's that. It's too much money to like.
Broad.
What up?
Kurtz, I got you next.
What up?
Oh, what's up, boys?
He had to get the stretching. He had to get the stretching. But I don't think. Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead, Steve. Go ahead.
No. So, Brian, the reason why I brought you on real quick, I know you heard what I was saying about Jalen Hurts, right?
Ant kind of stole my thunder on what I was gonna emphasize, but yeah.
Who Ant did?
Yeah, about the cap hit and everything like that.
Okay, gotcha. But okay, agree or not agree that Jalen Hurts had one of the best supporting cast around him?
But then everyone, this is what I don't understand about this argument. Everyone just tries to use it against him. But when you think about it this way, it's because the management smartly built around him. There's so many teams in this league that do not build around their quarterbacks. Prime example being Lamar Jackson. That's why he wants his money and he wants to get the hell out of Baltimore because they do not want to build around him.
And it's also they overpaid for OBJ.
Right. Yeah.
Way overpaid. Yeah. Well,
way over.
Built this team around him.
Now, I'm not taking anything away from Jalen. Okay, I'm not.
It's only because of his receivers and his O-line.
Well,
Okay?
I mean, no. Only thing I'm saying is that Jones did more with less. That's all I'm saying. Because you guys had an outstanding offensive line. You guys had, I mean, two wide receivers. I mean, over 1,000 yards each. Okay, yes, we could say your management did what you guys did. I mean, I'm not gonna. I mean, okay, we could say that too. However, at the point when you guys traded for AJ Brown, we were in salary cap hell because of the previous GM. Okay,
Yeah, the Saints have been 4 straight years.
I mean, and to be fair, let's be fair. The GM you have right now has been to 2 Super Bowls.
Yep.
And he won 1. He already has a Super Bowl, right?
Give him that.
Okay.
He already got a ring. Yeah.
And
Well, also,
I'm hoping in 5, or 4 years from now, I can say the same thing. Have this type of argument. Well, DJ got, Randy Moss and Jerry Rice and blah blah blah. But I mean, I don't know.
Sneaky, I'm waiting for Shane to do that AJ Brown trade, something like that. I'm waiting for Shane to do something like that.
I believe I think that'll happen.
Oh,
I know
that
Positive said keep hoping, but no, it'll happen.
We basically traded for AJ Brown for just a first-round pick because that third-round pick that we gave them, they immediately traded that to the Jets. So when you look at it in hindsight, we literally got AJ Brown for 1 first-round pick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not saying that, what the Eagles did last year, you guys built a team. I mean, and then the offseason moves, I'm going to give you props. You kept Bradbury, you kept Slay. Obviously, you have, you gave the bag to Jalen.
We might not even be done because we're listed as one of the possible suitors for Buda Baker as well.
Oh, yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
They're going to be stacked up if they get Buda Baker.
Even though I wanted to keep CJ
Gardner? Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Are you upset that Sanders left?
I mean, I had a lot of faith in him, but I kind of understood why because his rookie year he showed some promise. This year he was really good, but I mean those 2 years, 2020 and 2021, he was dealing with shoulder and foot injuries. Unfortunately.
But I heard you guys are going to draft Bijan though, right?
If we draft Bijan at 10, I am throwing my head through a brick wall.
So you don't want to do that. You don't want to draft the running back.
It's not even just the top 10, it's the first round. Unless he's a guy like Barry fucking Sanders. You do not draft running back in the first round.
I get it.
That is trying to be being a dime.
It is tempting too, because that kid is, he's supposedly he's one of the top running backs in the draft. So,
but even if we don't draft him there, there's still Jahmyr Gibbs from Alabama at 30 if we want to do that as well.
Yeah. It's funny. In the barbershop, we were talking about the draft, and even at work, not too many people are high on BJ. On Robinson.
Yeah, Bijan Robinson, yeah.
Bijan, yeah. They're not really high on him. And
because
and I'll be honest, I haven't watched Texas play that much.
Mm-hmm.
But that running back from Alabama now, I have seen him play a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So
Sneaky, I have a question, bro. Who you think is better? Because me and Gabe had this debate earlier. Who's better, Jalen Hurts or Lamar Jackson? I personally think Jalen's better.
Yeah, I'm going with Jalen mainly because the last 2 years we've seen more of Jalen than we have of Lamar.
That's what the same thing I said of Gabe. I was like, he was more on the field than Lamar Jackson. Like he was just more productive on the field.
I don't think that's a fair comparison because you're right. We haven't seen so much of Lamar the last 2 years. Okay. And who does Lamar have to throw to?
Andrews is it. That's all he had. All he had.
And the tight end. I mean, Lamar is the Baltimore's offense.
But I hope Lamar is not thinking he's going to get the same money as Jalen.
No, but a guy who's going to get the same, similar to maybe even more money now is going to be Burrow.
Oh, that's the money. That's coming.
Oh, they were talking. They were talking about Burrow.
It's going to be Burrow. Then it's going to be Herbert.
Yeah.
I think he's going to get at least like 55.
And I haven't really looked at, done my research to see if this is true, but they were talking about.
Because you want to talk about a guy that has done, yes, he's got the receivers to throw to, but you want to talk about a guy with a piss poor O-line that has been performing great. It is Joe Burrow.
Well, not only that, they said something, I can't remember the minimum attempts, but he has the highest passing percentage. From I can't hold on, maybe I could find that tweet. Because he has like a 70% passing percentage. And
what I was trying to say before you interrupted me, in the last 2 seasons, he has been top 10. He was first in 2021, and he was 6th this season as the most sacked quarterback in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, Burrow's going to get the bag soon. Burrow's going to get the bag for sure.
100%.
Oh, I got to find that article. That article. Well, I hate to say this, I do got to move on, guys. Danny, give me your final thoughts, man. What's on your mind?
Just like I said, I'm excited for the draft. I think we're gonna go. My pick at 25 will be Zay Flowers. I think that's the route we're gonna go. But I'm excited. You know what I'm saying? Just keep building around DJ, and we'll be in the promised land in no time, baby.
I feel you, brother. Let me hear it one time.
Let's go, Giants. Out. Peace out.
I appreciate you, brother. Be good.
Yeah. Be good, baby.
DZ, what you got on your mind?
I mean, Rangers, beating the Devils right now, so that's good. Yankees did lose today, but we had Clark Schmidt on the mound. Sorry. And then I mean, I'm excited for the draft. I really think we can. I know we're locked in on that. What's that center, dude? For his name
for Minnesota.
I think it is. I don't know. I don't really pay attention to college ball at all, but it's a center we're locked in on. I know that.
There's a couple of them. I think one's from Minnesota, and then the one from Minnesota I know for sure. Hold on a sec.
Are you talking about the guy from Florida?
No. Hold on. I see Minnesota. I don't even know the other one. Yeah, Schmidt. Yeah, John Schmidt from Minnesota, and then Titman.
Yeah, I think that's him. I think that was him. But yeah, I'm excited for that. I'm hoping we draft pretty good. Watch, I know we will, but yeah.
Well, in Joe we trust.
In Joe we trust.
Let me hear it one time, man.
Let's go Rangers, beat them Devils, and let's go Giants out.
I appreciate you. Broad. I appreciate you, man.
Yep. As always.
How many followers you got right now on TikTok?
95. Okay.
Almost there, huh?
Yeah.
Good deal, man.
Because I keep getting shadow banned, so my freaking followers keep fluctuating up and down.
Gotcha. I noticed my views have been looking kind of weird lately, but
yeah, you probably got shadow banned as well.
Probably did, but it is what it is. But hey, it's always good to talk sports with you, man. What's on your mind? And let me hear one time.
Well, I mean, what's on my mind right now is I'm just trying to transfer out of my community college. I got accepted into one of the schools I applied to, just did the second application today. And Sixers, yeah, we're up 2-0. We're going to kill Brooklyn and then get probably killed by Boston, unfortunately. But at least we got the MVP.
Did he win it?
I mean, it's not going to be announced yet, but he's the front runner,
Okay.
and he should win the MVP.
Yeah, I know Wilbon on PTI. He is he is one of the voters, and he admitted that he did vote for Embiid.
Well, supposedly they leaked some of the ESPN analyst votes, and out of the 11 guys that voted, 7 of them voted for Embiid.
Okay. Let me hear one time, man.
Hey, well, at least I'm wearing the same colors as that team up in New York, but let's go Giants, Al.
I appreciate you, brother. Be good. It's good to see you, man. Oh, man. All right, Kurtz, what you got, man?
Sneaky J.
What's up?
How you doing? You doing good?
I'm good. I'm feeling good. Feeling really
Are
good.
you watching hockey yet or no?
No, actually, I have my TVs are off right now, but no, I'm not watching any hockey. Are you?
No, my team's not in the playoffs. We're kind of like a sorry team, to be honest with you.
Who's your hockey team?
The Anaheim Ducks. We have a really good young core. It's just like, we lose a lot of games.
Well, that's the
We're
way.
like we're like the Jacksonville Jaguars of the NFL.
Okay. Up and coming, right?
Yeah, we're like an up and coming team. Like, give us 2-3 more years, I think we'll be in playoff contention.
So, I'm hearing a lot of talk that you guys are going to be drafting Quentin Thompson.
No.
From TCU. What are your thoughts on that?
To be honest with you, it's not like other draft years where it's like we're locked in on a certain position because we can go anything. But there's a lot of Cowboys fans on there, and Cowboys Huddle I was listening to like a couple days ago, and one of the dudes on there, I believe they said they wanted to go tight end, and I don't like that at all. I think going tight end round 1 is just a waste of a pick. I mean, we already have 2 good like young tight ends. Jake Ferguson, I'm really high on. He did pretty good last year. I think the other dude's Hendershot. I mean, he was okay, but like he kind of messed up a little bit. But I mean, that's just rookie mistakes. So like, hopefully, he can improve on that. But the position that I really want is Bijan. We go wide receiver. That dude from Ohio State or Tennessee. Those are the 2 I'm looking at right now. I think it's JSU and the other one.
Hold on, the wide receiver. We were talking about him earlier.
Jalen David Hyatt. Yeah, that I like him.
Yeah, Hyatt. Yeah, Hyatt. Yeah.
Yeah, and then what's the other dude's name?
What's
JSN from Ohio State.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Or we just go lineman again, but I don't like drafting. A lineman is like something you need, but like you don't really want, Like you don't want to draft in a lineman in the first round. You want to go one of those like luxury positions. But I mean, I wouldn't mind.
You know what? You don't. It's like you don't want to go lineman, but it is a necessary evil.
Yes.
Like if you have, obviously, Andre Thompson and Evan Neal. Two anchors. What? No, I'm serious. Like that was his rookie season. Yeah.
We'll see.
But I'm gonna say this right now. Even though you said he was a bust out of 6 plays on a preseason game, I highly doubt.
He was getting cooked, Sneaky. There's videos of it. He was getting cooked. Like you could tell.
I'm gonna tell you right now, he was holding his own. When what you call it? When the Giants came to Dallas, he was doing all right.
What do you mean? Oh, when they can practice, yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
But and again, that's a rookie season. We didn't know what to expect. So, and now this is his sophomore season, and he was actually one of the people that didn't, show up to voluntary camp. So, and I'm not concerned about that.
Okay, our O-line it's kind of getting old a little bit. So I'm kind of worried about that because most of those dudes are heading towards retirement. Like Zach Barton, I don't see him playing the next 5 years out. Tyron Smith, I could see retiring in the next 2 years. And then the other dudes are just besides Tyler Smith, we don't really have anyone else. Oh, Biada, the other guy at the center. Yeah. Besides that, left, we're kind of screwed a little bit, to be honest with you. So, I also wouldn't mind going O-lineman.
So Gabe kind of corrected me, which I appreciate that. Neil was adjusting from playing left tackle in college to playing right
Bruh,
tackle in the NFL. I mean, okay.
No.
Well,
Tyler
now,
Smith
now
was
hold on,
all
hold
around
on,
this year.
hold on. Hold on. Gabe also says Neil was there, I believe. I read something that he wasn't. So if he was, then maybe the information I got it from wasn't correct.
Okay. I mean,
But I will say this: there is a difference from being like a right tackle being switched over to left tackle, or even right guard to left guard is
they make more money.
There's an adjustment.
Yeah, I think the right side gets paid more, to be honest with you, than the left side.
Yeah, I don't know. I know. Man, that line we had 07, even in 2011, I think it was. That whole line was just awesome.
I want to talk about this Jalen Hurts thing too. Like, I honestly, I like the dude. I mean, but for 1 year of success and you're going to pay him that much money, I think it's a little absurd because the NFL market now is just turning into, if you have one good year, you're just going to get paid 4-year, $160 million deal. You understand? Like, I just think the QB market's broken, especially after that Deshaun Watson thing. That's what killed the QB market. Like, it like drove prices up, and these QBs are wanting more money than they're actually worth, to be honest with you. And good thing for Dak is he's taking pay cuts, so it kind of helps our team a little bit. That's how we were able to afford Brandon Cooks.
Is he taking pay cuts, or he just restructuring his deal?
He took he took was it a pay cut? Oh, he structured. Sorry, I don't mind.
He's getting his money.
Yeah, he freed up $10 million for us. Which is,
he's getting his money.
Yeah, but I think 1 year of success we shouldn't be paying people, because I'm honestly kind of worried when what's his name gets paid again? Mahomes. Oh my God.
Well, Mahomes has like a 10-year deal. That's not even.
No, I'm saying once that deal's over, like I can only imagine they're gonna pay him an absurd amount. Probably like 600 million.
I mean, he's already getting paid $450 million. I mean, that's already an absurd amount.
That's crazy.
And I can't recall how much of a guaranteed it was. What really messed up everything was when Deshaun Watson got his 230 fully guaranteed.
That was crazy because I mean he was good on the Texans, but
I'm sorry. Art in the clutch. $503.
That doesn't include the sponsorship deals. That dude's brown. That dude's gonna be set for life.
Hey, how did it get 503? I thought it was 450. Was it 503?
Let me check, because I know there's tax and stuff like that. It's like, let me check.
Yeah, I got to double check too. Hold on a second. I thought he got 450. Hold on, I got to get to Google. Where is Google?
10-year, 450 mil. That's what it says on
here. How much was the guarantee?
Let me check. I think there's like a breakdown. Oh, here we go. Breakdown.
Patrick Mahomes
guaranteed. Where is it?
Contract.
63 mil guaranteed. I think that's what it says on here.
Patrick Mahomes base salary.
He's dead cap. Damn, he's just taking big ass cap hit. Damn, Chiefs are gonna be screwed soon.
Signing bonus. Yeah, he got 63 million.
Damn. I'm looking at the cap hit, Sneaky, in 2027. Damn, they're gonna have a $62 million cap hit. My lord.
Yeah.
They're gonna. I mean, it's smart though. He's not like he's looking like he's either made the Super Bowl or the conference championship. So I mean, you got to lock him down somehow.
Yeah, the last 5 years.
That's like Tom Brady. I don't think he's Tom Brady yet though, but we got to see.
No, he's right now. He's Eli Manning status.
Oh, we're not talking Eli Manning.
Because he has 2 Super Bowls like Eli.
Super Bowls don't mean nothing. A trash quarterback, a backup quarterback won a Super Bowl. Like, come on. We're not defining how like a player's like.
I'm not. No. Wait. You can't. What are you talking about?
Because you said Eli Manning has Super Bowl rings. That's why I said like you can't compare them.
Eli Manning does have Super Bowl rings.
Yeah, but you can't compare a player's like ability to play based off Super Bowls. Like their natural talent off Super Bowls. Who's a better player?
I'm sorry. Last time I checked, quarterbacks are paid to win.
Bro, we're not doing that.
No, I mean, am I not mistaken? Aren't quarterbacks paid to win?
I'm not okay. If we're going off that logic of you have Super Bowls, you're better than this player. So does that make Eli Manning better than Dan Marino? Yes or no? Just answer the question, yes or no. Is Eli Manning better than Dan Marino? Yes or no?
Okay.
Oh no. Yes or no?
No. I'm gonna answer your question.
Okay, answer my question.
If I'm gonna stick to my criteria, right? Is Dan Marino better than? I mean, to be honest, Eli Manning did throw more touchdown passes than Dan.
There was two different.
But I mean, if we're gonna look at that, right, and to me, you got to look at the full resume, and quarterbacks are paid to win. But the problem is, if I were to answer that question, if I were to say yes, then people can come back and say, so then I'm saying Trent Dilfer is better than Dan Marino. I mean, you know what I'm saying? And I can't say that because one, Trent Dilfer did not have the career that Marino has. Although Marino doesn't have the Super Bowl ring that Trent Dilfer has.
Sneaky, could you bring Art up here real quick?
So, hold on a sec. This Kurtz is twisting things. So
no, bring him up here. Bring him up here. Bring him up here. I'll break it down for him, like right here.
Hold on. All right. Wave if you want me to bring you on. Okay. All right. Go ahead, Art. What's up?
Public equipment test. How are we doing?
Oh, that sounds good. That sounds really good. Yeah.
This isn't even my good stuff. The good stuff got taken.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, man.
That's all right. So, what's his argument again? I want to make sure I heard this right.
Okay. Well, it's not so. Okay. So we got on the topic of Super Bowls. Okay, because he said that Patrick Mahomes is not Tom Brady's status, and I said no,
not yet.
He has 2 Super Bowls. So, matter of fact, I'll even say Patrick Mahomes is
he's a better athlete.
That the quarterback. What's the Roethlisberger? He's Roethlisberger like because he's been to 2 Super Bowls and he's lost 1. Okay?
Yeah,
we can even put him in that category. Okay,
I will put him.
But then of course Kurtz. Then Kurtz, likes to be Kurtz and make questions that you really don't have a way out, right?
I bet I do. So get to it. What was it?
Well, all right. Well, Kurtz, ask Art the question you asked me.
So, do Super Bowls make a QB better than another person? For example, is Eli Manning better than Dan Marino because he has rings? Yes or no? That's what I asked you.
No. Oh, that's no. He's not. Eli's not better than Dan Marino, but you have to take into account that it was a different era. Yeah. If we put Dan Marino in this era, he would blow everybody away.
Oh my God! Yeah, Marino right now, he would have 1,000 touchdown passes.
Marino threw.
I'm exaggerating.
He threw 48 in 1984.
So that was before
that's impossible. And the reason why Dan Marino never won was because he had no running game and no defense. It was Dan Marino.
Ran into the Niners.
It was Dan Marino, Mark Duper, and Mark Clayton, and that was it. And that's why they never won anything.
I mean, we could also say, what's his name? Jim. I forgot his name. Jim. It's like McMahon or something. From the Bears, right?
What'd you say? What'd you call him? Or
Jim
something?
McMahon. Yeah, Jim something. I forgot his name.
Yeah, Jim McMahon. That's him.
Jim McMahon. You forgot.
Yeah,
his name.
he only had he was all right. I mean, he has a Super Bowl, but I'm not gonna say he's better than half the quarterbacks.
Well, no. Well, here's the thing that nobody realizes. Well, there are 2 things. In college, he was a Heisman candidate. He was the #1 passer in the country when he left. But he went to the Bears and they didn't throw the ball. They have Walter Payton. They didn't need to.
Yeah,
so if he would have went somewhere else,
and that 85 defense was something.
Oh, he's sorry. He has 2 rings. I'm sorry. He won the one with Green Bay.
He does have. He did. Jim does have 2. He got one with the Packers.
Yeah.
And when he went to the White House, he wore his Bears jersey.
That's crazy. But I mean, back onto the topic. I don't think Super Bowls should be they should be a part, but they shouldn't be the full reason why.
Oh, they're not the full reason, but they're absolutely important.
I think no, but some people try to make it seem like that, especially the casuals. They try to make it seem because
okay, all right. Well, since we're on this topic, then what is the criteria of a great quarterback then?
I mean, you have to look at the touchdowns. The way they play, the way they
what you really arguing is that Eli's not a Hall of Famer. Is that what you're trying to argue?
I don't think Eli's a Hall of Famer.
He
But
absolutely is.
I think he will get in the Ring of Honor for the Giants. I'm not saying he won't.
He's a Hall of
He
Famer
will
just
get
for
in the Hall.
beating Tom
He'll
Brady.
get in
He's
the
not.
Hall of Fame.
If Joe
He will
Namath
get
is
in
in
the
the Hall of Fame, Eli's in the Hall of Fame. He's
Thank
their
you.
all-time leading passer. He's got 2 Super Bowls. You beat Tom Brady twice. It's a lock.
Okay, so is Nick Foles a Hall of Famer because he beat Tom Brady?
What's that? What?
Because you use that. You use the bidding.
That
Tom
was the
Brady.
last thing I said.
Okay, but I'm just throwing it in there too. So we also gonna throw Nick Foles in there too.
But how many? But no, wait.
No,
Hold on.
Nick Foles is
Hold
not
on,
a Hall
Art.
of Famer.
How many Super Bowls does Eli has? 2. Foles has 1.
2.
Yes.
And then when also you also got to keep in mind when Eli retired. I mean, he was top 10 in all the major categories of a quarterback.
Once again, is Nick Foles a franchise leading passer? No. Eli Manning is.
Well,
All-time.
touchdowns, I think he is in that one game.
No, he's
I'm
not.
sorry, what? I'm sorry,
Not,
what?
not Nick Foles.
In a game. Nick Foles.
That
he threw 7
doesn't matter.
touchdowns.
That doesn't matter.
You asked me a question, I answered it.
And but you're wrong because it doesn't matter. Sneaky just reminded me the other week that Trubisky had 6 in a game, which is the most the Bears ever done, unless Sid Luckman did 7, which I don't think he did. It doesn't matter. If you're using touchdowns in one game as a barometer for Hall of Fame, hell, that'd be a lot of people. That matters.
That'd be right.
That matters not even a little bit. Not even a little bit.
I mean, if you really look at Eli's career and look at his stats, I mean, there's honestly probably like 3 years where you could say he was top 10. Other than that, I wouldn't put him in there. He led the league twice.
Okay. All right, wait, time out. Wait. Well, hold on.
How is that wrong?
But wait, Kurt.
You've been alive. You were.
Hold on 1 second. Wait, pause, guys. Hold on a second.
Go ahead.
You can't say that, Kurtz, because if you look at Troy Aikman's career, he was never a number 1 quarterback.
No, we're talking about Troy. We're talking
Touchdowns
about
or yards. But no, we're talking about. I mean, no, but I'm saying if I'm using your logic.
Troy also played in an era where it was running back heavy. I mean, that's why Evan Smith got so many yards.
But you can't change it because I'm using your logic.
That's the era he was in. We're using the era. We have to use
again. I'm just using your logic. That's all I'm doing. But you know what? Trey Aikman is a Hall of Fame quarterback,
and the Cowboys couldn't have won the Super Bowl. They couldn't have won without Troy Aikman. They would not have won without Troy Aikman.
I mean, I don't know necessarily agree with that. But I think they could have. If they had they could have won with honestly anybody. That team was so stacked.
Were you alive when that? Were you alive when that era was going
Obviously, no, I was not. But of course,
I've seen
stuff
all
like
right
that.
then. I was. I watched.
I'm not saying you didn't. I'm not saying you didn't. But that team was so stacked. You could put any quarterback.
I don't see where you're arguing with me. When I watched it, you didn't see it.
But what I'm saying is,
so
obviously,
going off that logic of you didn't see it, so then half the NFL history doesn't matter.
Well, no. Wait. Pause.
That's
hold
what
on,
I'm saying.
guys.
No, I'm not saying that.
Hold on, guys. Hold on. Okay, we can't. I mean, I'm okay with having a debate about sports, and obviously, Art, you and I, we've seen more football games than Kurtz has, of course.
I mean,
and we can't use that as a fair, we can't use that against him, and Kurtz, you also,
that you don't think it's true if you haven't seen it.
Okay,
well,
so
I'm not
going
saying
off that logic, if you didn't see it, then Sneaky half of Giants history doesn't matter because Sneaky didn't see it.
I didn't say it doesn't matter. I just say you can't argue it in a certain way. The way that you're arguing,
you just said
you didn't see it. You didn't see it.
You just said.
Well, hold on, guys. Wait, hold on. All right, pause, guys. Hold on. Let's just pause for a second.
Yeah.
Let's pause for okay. All right, and let me get this out.
Yeah, I'll go ahead.
Let me try this. Let me try this again. He's saying that he doesn't think Troy Aikman would have mattered that much, but he didn't see it, and I did, and I'm telling you, it mattered. I saw it.
And I'll say this. I'll say this about Troy Aikman, okay? And the only thing that Kurtz can actually, I mean, he could watch the highlights of Troy Aikman. He could see his numbers. And that's what I try and kind of correlate when I debate with Cowboy fans, young Cowboy fans who have never seen their team win. I have to say that. Okay. But at the same time, I had to say that because it's facts. I mean, if you look at the numbers, right? Of course, Chris hasn't seen Troy Aikman play. and you missed out. Obviously, you missed out.
And
You
I'm
didn't see
just-
Joe Montana
I'm
play.
just-
You didn't see Phil Simms play. However,
Who's that
you
guy?
could go back and look at the stats, and the stats don't lie. And you can say they were running back heavy. No, that was Jimmy Johnson's offense.
He also did it once. He also did it once without Jimmy Johnson. He did it with Barry Switzer once too.
Dude, any coach, hey, bro, come on, let's be real here. That team was so stacked, like I said before, that honestly you could put any head coach in and they'd win. That team was just so stacked.
No. Pause.
Anybody in
No,
there.
wait, hold on. The look, Jimmy Johnson built that team.
I mean, of course, yeah.
And that's not true, because after Barry Switzer got fired, and then Campbell got on, and then even before Troy Aikman retired, the only person that benefited was Barry Switzer. I'm sorry, benefited from Jimmy Johnson's guy was Barry Switzer.
Right, and then it all went to hell.
All I want to say is this, Kurtz, is I mean, you want to hoot and holler and say that Eli is not a Hall of Famer because of his numbers, but again, Troy Aikman was never in the top 10 conversation of quarterbacks. Okay? Matter of fact, Troy Aikman had more seasons of throwing more interceptions than touchdowns than Eli Manning did.
No, I got
so,
to
and that's not.
Well, you can disagree or you can look it up.
You know,
looking at it right now.
I mean, and it's kind of a
passing wise.
It's a useless argument because Troy Aikman is already in, okay, and sooner or later Eli Manning will be in. So,
okay, but Sneaky, but to go back to what you said, I gotta disagree with that. Troy, I think in 92, 93, that's what Troy Aikman like. You could consider him in the top 10. You could consider him in the top 10. You could have considered him for the top 10.
No. Could consider and is two different things, Kurt.
Okay, Dan Marino, Steve Young, Jim Kelly, Troy Aikman, Stan Humphries, Jim Everett, Bobby Herbert, Mark.
Bobby Aber. How did he get in this conversation?
No, I'm looking at passing wise. It's all their stats broken down. They ranked all the 10 QBs from the 90s, from 92, the 92 season. Troy Aikman is number 4.
Are we talking about 1 year? Or are we talking about a decade? Or are we talking about all time?
What was he top 10 for?
In passing yards.
When?
Passing yards?
No, hold on. Sorry.
That's possible, but when?
I'm looking right now. 1 sec.
No, it's not possible.
I'm looking right now. 1 sec. It's when he threw 23 touchdowns and 14 interceptions. Because Jim Kelly threw 23-19. And then completion wise.
And what? Like how many yards are we talking about here?
I'm trying to find the yards. Troy Aikman had 3,445. Jim Kelly had 3,457. So they were very similar.
Oh yeah, but we're talking about. See, you're conflating so many things. I don't know if we're talking about top 10 all time. We're talking about
no, not all time. I'm talking about because when I mentioned Eli, I said there was 3 years.
So you're just cherry picking one. See, right now you're cherry picking 1 year as us talking about Eli being in a Hall of Fame.
I'm not saying Troy Aikman's top 10 all time.
Two entirely different arguments. No, you just picked out 1 year where he might have made where Aikman may have made top 10 in passing, but you're also arguing that Eli's not in the Hall of Fame. Those are two entirely different discussions.
Okay. I'm just gonna say this, but this is the last thing I'm saying about Eli. There was a lot of years where he didn't look the best, and it shows in his stats. Yes, he won the Super Bowl and everything like that.
But
there was also years, especially the last 3 years, were very rough.
You said look the best. Now, how subjective is that?
That's highly subjective.
Sneaky, bro. Throwing 23 touchdowns and 23 receptions.
That's like comparing me against other cripples.
You're telling me that's
Stop that, Art. Stop that.
Okay,
I did not mean it. You made me laugh at that, for the record. You made me laugh at that.
It's a joke.
I have this last thing to say before
don't be woke. It's a joke. You're supposed to laugh.
It's about Emmitt Smith and this whole casual argument of like he had so much help and we're going to discredit him because I saw something like when you said earlier about Jalen Hurts and like
I'm not discrediting.
No, I'm not saying
he's talking about me. He's talking about me.
When Broad said,
wait.
Hold on, let me finish. I'm not done.
Wait.
I wasn't done.
Was I lying though?
Huh?
Was I telling the truth?
What? Were you telling the truth for what?
Was I telling the truth that Jalen Hurts had a better supporting cast than Daniel Jones? Yes or no?
No, yes, you're not lying. That's a fact.
100%.
Thank you.
That's a like you can't argue. Okay, but continue what I was saying. Rod said you can't discredit him because he had a supporting cast. So then why do people discredit Emmitt Smith when he is the number one in
Nobody's
rushing
ever
yards?
discredited him.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. They do
Who?
because they say he had one of the best O lines. Which I mean, you could also
Let's
make.
not discredit all.
Hold on,
running
let me
backs.
finish. All right, let me finish. All right, let me finish. Let me finish. One
You're
second.
just talking bullshit, dude.
That's not
You're
talking
just
bullshit.
talking
Hold on. Let
That's
him
true. Sneaky knows
finish.
it's
Right.
true.
Yeah, let him
There were
finish.
people out there
All
that
right.
will discredit Emmitt Smith and be like, "Oh, well, he had Larry Allen, where he was running through like he all he had to
Well,
do was just run straight."
Those
and
people
go
are
for the touchdown.
stupid. Then.
All right, let me
Those
finish, bro.
people are
Please,
stupid.
please let me finish. Let me
I'm
finish.
agreeing with you. That's stupid.
I know. I'm not saying I just let me finish.
So, you know what? I'm going to give you credit. I'm guilty of that.
Okay,
I'm
but
guilty of that.
continue what I was saying.
But what I'll say this,
Oh, go ahead.
I actually used that example when it was Walter Payton. There was a picture of Walter Payton, Barry Sanders, Emmitt Smith, and I think it was mainly those three. Maybe there was another running back.
No, I think those are the three.
Do I have to educate
Those are
you
three.
guys
And
on-
I said the only reason why I picked, I had Barry, Walter, and then Emmett, because Barry Sanders did not have an offensive line.
Oh no!
Wait, he did not at all.
Wait, hold on.
But
if I swear correctly, he had an All-Pro center and an All-Pro right tackle. I have to look that up. Give me 1 second, because I remember.
It's
I
odd
remember
that
specifically.
I'm the one that has to educate people on running. This is very strange.
All right, come on, you know it's true. They had.
You have to
All-Pro
remember
guys.
that they all also have they all had 3 different styles.
Oh yeah. Oh, of course. Oh, agreed. Agreed.
Walter was a wrecking ball. Barry ran backward because he was going to die, and Emmett.
Well, he
Emmett
ran
was-
backwards because he didn't have a line.
Well, yeah, but he also loved to run backwards. People forget that he has more tackles for a loss than any running back in NFL history.
Right.
Calvin Glover was that's his name. He was he was a Pro Bowler and All Pro. Like how do people not like I don't understand. Like they'll discredit Emmitt Smith for that, saying that he had All Pro like linemen and stuff like that, but like they won't keep the same energy for Barry Sanders when he had an All Pro center, All Pro right tackle. Like that's just the issue I have with it.
I don't see why we're still having this discussion. I really don't.
Because 5 for an offensive line.
I have never heard anyone. Maybe Sneaky says he has. I've never heard it.
Sneaky, you've heard people
I've never heard anyone discredit Emmitt Smith for anything.
I personally have. As a
I don't
Cowboys fan,
want to say I discredit him. I just said that I put I'm not Emmett. I put Barry Sanders at a higher tier.
But
I have to look at the
Barry is at a higher tier than Emmitt Sanders, but Barry was a different kind of athlete entirely. And guys, the truth of the matter is there is not one running back on the planet who wouldn't be good, Barry included, without at least a decent to above average offensive line.
Thank you, Art. Thank you. Oh my God.
There is
Okay,
not
we
one.
Can, we can agree on this because
There is
so
not
many people
one.
out there that like they'll just be like, "Oh, Emmitt Smith had this much help. We're gonna leave."
I
him out of
mean,
the top 10."
I still
I've had
think
people leave him out of the top 10. Look at TikTok. It's called Player's Choice.
that's ridiculous.
They're the
Well,
most passionate
wait.
people ever.
Okay, so for people, and I have to move on, guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's good.
For people, okay, and I'm saying this, and I'm a Giants fan, and you can screenshot this if you want to, Kurtz.
Yeah.
For people that leave Emmitt Smith out of the top 10,
Yes, he's legit.
the NFL all-time rushing leader, regardless if he had a good line or not,
all 18
that's not
teams.
fair. That's not fair.
Oh, it's
I
not
mean,
fair. It's just ignorant and selfish.
Yeah,
I'm telling you,
I wouldn't do
these
that.
people like on TikTok are corrupting people where they're like trying to like they're saying stuff that's not true, and then they're like other people are reflecting off that.
Here's the thing you gotta remember, bud. TikTok is nothing but a bunch of people trying to out-stupid themselves.
Yes, I agree with you. That Player's Choice is like that.
That's
Well,
the whole app.
I hate to say this.
I'll go
This is a
first,
great
Steve.
conversation. Yeah, let me hear it first, Kurtz.
Oh, last thing, could I DM you about that gift card I won? I forgot to tell you like a couple shows ago. The one on the trivia. I won it with Art. We split it half and half.
No, you didn't win with me. I kicked your ass.
You did, but it was like you still said like we were. I'll
No, I
keep it.
didn't say you could have any of it. If you want to win, you win on your own.
No, Sneaky said like I could get like it's
Oh, that's-
25.
Oh, he said he was gonna
Yeah,
give
yeah.
you something. He did say that.
That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
So I owe you. Him.
Okay,
You
I
guys
got
got my number?
I
I'll
don't
hit
have
you
your
up.
number. You can DM. I DM'd you the amount of it on Facebook, Sneaky. I just never got around to it. It's not your fault. It's
All right,
mine.
Sneaky, I'm gonna head out. Thank you for coming, Art. Appreciate it.
No problem.
Sneaky.
man.
Let's go Giants out.
Appreciate you. All right. I'll get you squared away, Kurtz. I'll get you squared away too.
Hey, if I was worried about it, I'd been up your ass a long time ago.
I figured, but yeah, man, I appreciate you. Good argument.
The
Good
cripple joke's
conversation.
okay, man. You have to allow it. That's
That
part
was
of
that
my-
was funny. That
that's
was
part of my
funny.
existence. I do it all day on TikTok. I know you watch.
I do.
I know you watch.
All right, let me hear it one time, man.
Let's go Giants. Ow.
I appreciate you. Emac.
What's going on, brother?
Oh man, where did Positive Philly go?
How you doing?
I'm good. Actually, let me go ahead and bring everybody.
Yay, me. Yay, I'm on.
Anybody watching baseball right now?
Red Sox walked it off.
I'm a Mariners fan, but I've not been paying attention in the last couple of days.
Yankees lost.
Oh, that's right.
I
You,
heard Jared Kelly.
Emac, you live in Seattle, right?
I live the other side of the water.
Where, in Spokane?
McNugget, you're muted, by the way.
Union.
Union.
Mm-hmm.
Where's that at?
It's like down at Mason County.
Oh, okay.
Yes, sir. And by the way, do you want to know what my AFC and NFC championship predictions is?
What you got today? What you got?
What you got today?
I got Jacksonville
God.
and the Jets.
The Jets.
And then the NFC is Dallas and San Francisco.
See, I hate Dallas.
Do you have San Fran winning?
Yes, San Fran winning the NFC championship.
See, Dallas, it's gonna be 28 years and counting.
Well, at least he'll make the NFC championship first time since 1996.
So,
Patriots aren't gonna do
McNugget,
that.
how does that make you feel? The fact that he does not show any respect to Mahomes.
You want me to be honest?
Mahomes who?
Yes.
I don't care about other people's opinions.
Oh, snap. Okay. There we go.
Off.
There it is. There it is, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm not. You guys think I'm disrespecting Mahomes? What?
Mahomes is garbage.
I'm not even disrespecting the guy at all. I just think that
Trace McSorley
I'm
is
just
the
worried
greatest
about the
quarterback
Super
of
Bowl
all time.
hangover like the Rams did last year.
What'd you say,
That-
Max?
Trace McSorley is
That's
the
it.
best quarterback of all time, and I'm not saying that because I want to make some drama.
Well, no.
Oh yeah, Trace McSorley signed with the Patriots, by the way, so that's why I said that.
Oh, okay.
We gotta back up.
I was gonna say, is he taking Matt Jones' spot?
Yeah.
No, probably Bailey Zappi if he wins the quarterback competition.
Gotcha.
Honestly, I just want a receiver. That's all I want.
So, McNugget, I'm hearing that Mahomes still had what do you call it? Surgery for his ankle, or he's still getting treatment. One of the two.
I saw yesterday that he's still getting treatment and that it's not 100%, but that he can still play on it. He's confident he'll be back though.
Okay, Emac, what you got?
Hey, Sneaky, I have a question.
Okay.
Are you guys calling me out for hating on Mahomes?
Say what?
Or are you guys calling me out to hate on Mahomes? Because I literally have no hate for the guy at all.
No. I was just picking on you when you said that the Jets and the Jaguars were going to be in the AFC Championship game, and that's why I asked, because McNugget is a
if the Jets
diehard
get
Chiefs
A-Rod.
fan.
Hold up, you think the Jets are making the playoffs?
Hey, I like that flag. Yes, they're obviously going to win the AFC South. Tennessee's done. Houston's probably going to go 7-10. They're rebuilding, and Colts suck.
No,
now,
you
so-
think New York Jets are gonna make the playoffs if they get Aaron Rodgers? No, they're the Jets.
Yes.
Probably.
I think they'll actually win
They
the
had a
division.
stacked team last
Gabe
year.
said,
Philadelphia is a joke at this point.
Gabe said Patrick Mahomes could play with a walker and no feet. Well, let's hope we don't.
He beat Joe Burrow on one leg, so no.
Oh, snap. Oh, wow. Hold on a second.
I
Wait.
obviously think the Chiefs are still going to win the division.
Hold on.
First round bye.
Hold on a second. Hold on. That's. I forgot I had this. I completely forgot I had this. Man.
And who is my Super Bowl MVP prediction? Obviously Mahomes or A-Rod. Either way. I mean MVP prediction.
Oh, for the season?
Why did I say Super Bowl? Yeah.
Oh.
You
I don't know.
Aaron
You know, those
Rodgers
things
is
are
gonna
so
win
subjective.
MVP. I don't think Mahomes is gonna win MVP. Probably.
Oh, snap. Oh. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate the love.
I think Mahomes finishes second, but I think
Yes,
it
sir.
might be Joe Burrow
Man, I
who wins it or
appreciate
Josh
that, man.
Allen.
If Burrow
I
wins
think Josh
MVP,
Allen
I'd
or
be
Joe
super
Burrow wins MVP.
surprised and nuts.
Josh
Allen, I think he's
going
done.
for MVP.
I honestly would love to see a Joe Burrow,
MVP.
Pat Mahomes AFC Championship game again. I think that would be awesome.
The Chiefs are going to win again.
Yep.
No.
Yeah. Wait, who?
The Chiefs should get D-Hop, to be honest.
No, Patriots are getting D-Hop in the draft. I don't care.
That's very biased, and you should.
We're gonna trade for D-Hop.
Someone should care because Bill Belichick's washed.
Oh no! Oh, now we got to fight.
His play call is washed.
No, it wasn't
You
him
want play-
calling the plays.
you
It
want
was
play?
Matt
I
Patricia.
got some boxing gloves right here.
Put it up. I got the title on the line.
Oh man, that was I
Oh
don't
yeah,
know where I was
since
going
you
with
hate
that.
the Cowboys so much, Sneaky.
Yeah.
Gotta have to respect this man.
Mm.
I mean, Sneaky, even though you hate him, he's a good player, right? Biased aside, Sneaky.
You know, I'll tell you what. If that jersey was a Jim Jeffcoat jersey, then I'd show some love.
What about a
So-
Deion
But
Sanders jersey?
as a Seahawks fan, but I also do got this.
Oh, okay.
Bobby
Wagner, and he's back with the Seahawks. Actually,
Yeah, he is.
Mm-hmm.
I
Is
was
that a
not
Tom
that
Brady
impressed either.
Buccaneers jersey?
Well,
Well,
I'll tell you what,
I have Brame in my for most of my. jerseys.
I would love to keep this going, but we are at that mark right now.
No.
Yeah. X.
Oh.
Sorry, I have to make bold takes for y'all.
X. Let me hear it one time.
All right, let me say something, and this is to Danny.
Okay.
Devils, what happened?
Let me hear one time.
Let's go Giants. Ow.
I appreciate you. EMAC, it's always good to talk to you, man.
Yes, sir. I got another take. I think Russell Wilson's going to win comeback player of the year since Geno Smith won it.
Okay.
Makes more sense.
That's fair.
Yes,
That's
sir.
fair. Let me hear
And
one time,
anyway,
man.
love you, brother. And let's go Giants out.
Appreciate you, man. McNugget. The muscle. Let me hear it one time.
Let's go Giants. Ow!
I appreciate you. Have a good night. Oh man, guys. You know what? I freaking love it. Every time I come on here, it's just a big old family reunion. OJ, I appreciate you coming on, comments, whatnot. And everybody that showed up. Thank you. Mike. I don't know where you went. I would have had you on. Maybe next time. Guys, I really do appreciate all this. Everybody, thanks for coming on. Do me a favor, make somebody smile. Because I think I'm going to try and do that tomorrow. So appreciate y'all. Love y'all. And let's go Giants. Ow!
Is this thing on?
It's your boy Stefan, a.k.a. Sneakyg.
Yeah. Lyrical assassin.